Hello and welcome back to Museology, the study of our muse, with your host, Katie Fritz. And guys, we made it to episode 2. I did not forget. I almost did, but I did not forget. And let me just say, I did not get any comments in the last video, which is completely fine. It's totally fine. I may have not got it strictly on YouTube, but I did have many friends in my real life either text me or they said something to me in person saying how they actually really enjoyed the podcast, which is surprising to me. Like, one of my friends, her name is Lily, she came up to me, she's like, yeah, I'm like halfway through your podcast already. I'm like, you're halfway through? You're actually listening to me? Like, what? And then another friend of mine, his name is Valor, and like, I want to have him as a guest on the show because he's had a crazy past experience and now experience in the music world, and he is so young but such a talented musician. And he said he's loved the show and he would love to be on it, so you gotta look out for him in the future. And another friend of mine who's another talented musician that I would love to have as a guest on this show, his name is Josh. And I've thought he would be like completely criticizing my whole podcast, but he really enjoyed it. Like, he said everything was amazing, which I'm surprised with. But that just makes me happy. So I'm happy that I'm getting good reviews from my friends. And I'm hoping you, who maybe have never said anything to me yet, are liking this and enjoying this. So, you've seen the title of this podcast. You know what it's about. But before we get into that, I want to talk a little bit more about how what we were talking about last episode, which was kind of the award shows, AMAs, and of course the Grammys. There's still controversy on the Grammys, and more artists are actually speaking out about how there is some type of inequality of who gets nominated. That some people who are getting nominated that you may have never heard of are actually bribing themselves into getting a nomination, which I don't know if I would believe or not. Like, the Grammys are such a prestigious award show, not like the AMAs or Billboards, where the Billboards is targeted towards like charts on the Billboard, or the AMAs is like basically, I think it's like a whole fan base voting. So I don't know how to believe about that. But then Nicki Minaj, I saw something about her saying like she believes in The Weeknd and what he's saying, that she got snobbed of a few nominations in the past due to the fact of her skin color, and that the white man won. I don't know what to believe because I myself am not stuck in an industry like this, but if I was, trust me, I would say the truth. But I really don't know what's going on. Do I feel like there's something iffy and kind of weird about this whole situation? Yes, I do believe. But do I believe that there's complete bribing? I just don't even know at this point. So I'm just going to keep my eyes out on more things about the Grammys, and I can't wait for when the Grammys comes out, because that's going to be an interesting topic to cover on this podcast. And with the Grammys and who gets nominated, it's really weird to think how music gets mainstream. And that's going to go along with the title of this episode, which is, how much does social media, especially TikTok, influence the music industry? Like, we all know that social media is mainstream. That a lot of people who become social media influencers, and I used heavy quotation marks on that one, really do influence the mass majority. And it's a very interesting topic that it also kind of bleeds into the music world and the music industry. We'll be talking about why that gets mainstream in a way. So yeah, are you guys ready to talk about social media, the kind of psychological reasonings and the freaking promoting and all that good jazzy stuff with that? Because I know I am. I tried my hardest, guys. I really did try my hardest with this one. I dig deep as hard as I could. So, let's get into the first thing of how social media influenced the music industry. And I think the biggest way that it can influence is like thinking about how social media like Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff, do paid promotions. We all know that when you watch a YouTube video, all of a sudden they're like, sponsor, honey, or Raid Shadow Legends, or whatever big ads or stuff that you see usually while watching those videos. That's a paid promotion, and that's how those YouTubers and stuff get money and stuff. But when like a YouTuber or somebody on Instagram uses somebody's song, without even maybe not getting paid, but they're still promoting the music. So it's almost like a paid production. And TikTok, for instance, what we will talk about a bit later in this episode, does that. They're kind of like promoting music without really paying. I don't know if they do pay artists. That's something I may want to look into more in the future. I did not really like think about that before starting this, but it's very, very, very interesting. And it's very interesting to see that over time, music platforms have changed. Like right now, the biggest ways to listen to music for me is like I listen to music mainly on Spotify if I'm at home. While I'm in the car, I mostly listen to Spotify, but sometimes I listen to local radio stations like 106.5 The Buzz, 102.3 something like Lakeside or something like that, and then 105.7. That's another rock station. I usually listen to those rock stations. But there's other places like YouTube that people listen to music, and then SoundCloud, and then there's like other one like Bandcamp or something. There's like so many different music platforms. But if we would look into the past, the only thing people really had back in the day is either turning on the radio to a certain station. You'd be tuning your little knob to whatever station you get enjoying or whatever. Or the other thing that people did, especially this was big, like 80s, 90s, it was MTV. Now, MTV back in the day was not your, how do you say, it's like paparazzi type of get in your face, gossip news kind of thing you see nowadays. Back then, it was like the Saturday or Sunday cartoons my parents would call it. If you don't know what that means, it's like back in way, way, way back in the day, when you were younger, you would have to wait till like Saturday or was it Sunday morning to watch a cartoon. Not like how nowadays we have multiple, like almost millions of channels to choose from to whatever you want to watch. But back in the day, it was only you had to wait at that one certain time to watch one cartoon from this one certain production company. And that's how it was with music videos. Music videos were only being shown on MTV, and the only time you could watch a certain music video is whenever MTV played it. So that's how songs in the back in the day would get mainstream. They would play a certain song that a lot of people would like over and over again with its music video. And it's so interesting to see that nowadays with all these other platforms to listen from, that everybody else can see a new artist whenever they feel like. It's like we have more of a freedom, but you don't get that just like anticipation kind of thing. And like I was saying, radio stations, for instance, have been becoming less common because everybody has the aux. They got their phone on them. I do this a lot too. I'm guilty. I get my Spotify out and then I start listening to whatever is on my Spotify account. But a lot of times people don't go to radio stations anymore. It's either like you got your phone or you pay for Sirius XM, which is like what more. How would you describe Sirius XM? Like a bougie radio station? Where there's, I think it's less ads and it's, I don't know. I haven't had Sirius XM in a while. But I will admit, I like radio stations because you just get to, it gives kind of a local feel to it, even if it's playing music that is really well known nationally or internationally. It just gives me a more local feel. So I like radio stations. But I know a lot of people pick Sirius XM or auxing. And like how I was saying way before with how paid promotion is kind of chosen by an influencer, influencers nowadays kind of pick the music for the masses. And I'm not trying to be rude to people when I'm saying masses. When I mean masses, I mean people who aren't your music connoisseurs. The ones who just listen to music on the down low, don't really dive into the music world as much as like people like me where they're like, I need to know everything behind the lyrics of the song. But influencers do that to people. They pick the songs. They pick those catchy songs. They make a video about it or they do something with it. And then all of a sudden that video is going to, that song is going to trend miraculously. And that's just how it works. And it's really, really kind of weird and interesting to look at. But one big social media platform like in the world right now, but also is big for the music industry is, believe it or not, TikTok. And how does TikTok influence the music industry the most? Well, I will tell you. With sounds. Duh. Now, if you don't know TikTok, if you're not on it, I am a TikToker. You probably know me from TikTok because that's where my biggest following is. But on TikTok, a way to get a video probably most views, or what a lot of people do to make a TikTok, is to use a sound. Whether that sound is made from another TikToker or from an actual musical artist. And that's where the big, just mainstream, helping trending, help you get noticed dealio comes in with the sounds. One big reason you can get big off from just TikTok is people like Charli D'Amelio and like Addison Rae, or I don't know, like Little Huddy. I'm not on that side of TikTok, but okay. The fact that Charli D'Amelio can make anything a trend is kind of scary, but also very interesting. If you don't know, she just blew up out of nowhere. The fact that she went from 1 million to 100 million followers in a year is crazy. And you might not be thinking, like, how is that crazy? If we look over at YouTube, PewDiePie, who is the most subscribed YouTuber, or I think, well, the most subscribed independent YouTuber, because T-Series, if you don't know about that thing, just, you're way behind on this train of trends of viral things, yeah. But PewDiePie, it took him about 7 years to go from 1 million to 100 million subscribers. Now think about how Charli D'Amelio did that in almost under a year. Like, that is insane. And the fact that whatever she posts gets millions and millions of views is how trends are made. And that's how sounds blow up. You know that whatever dance she makes or she does, that sound is going to trend, and that sound is going to get popular among the masses. For instance, well, she didn't technically create the dance. We all heard about that drama. But the Renegade. I would have never, ever have heard that song. But because of Charli and her Renegade dance, that song blew up. Same with Savage. If she does that dance, it's going to blow up. Body. Same by that one's also by Megan Thee Stallion. But if she would have done that dance, or she did that dance, it's going to blow up. TikTok dances and songs, they're going to blow up. WAP. Y'all know WAP. Do I want to know WAP? No. But I know the song WAP. It's going to happen. It's going to blow up. And I've seen before people I follow who are new musicians, or people I just see on my For You page, do it as a joke, but they're kind of being serious in a way where they're trying to get her to use their songs in her videos, because they know if she would use their song is going to trend, making them get more followers and them to get more popular and people to listen to their music more. It's so weird to think that Charli D'Amelio runs TikTok. That whatever she does, people are going to follow. And I would say that I think she's like a year younger than me. What is she? Is she 16? I don't know. 15, 16? Being that young of an age and having that much of an influence, especially on so many different industries, whether it be dancing, whether it be music, whether it be fashion, makeup, whatever, it's just crazy. But another thing is that songs trend, yes, of course, with dancing and all that good Jay-Z stuff. There are certain sides to TikTok. Now, like I said, if you're not on TikTok, a lot of the stuff may not make sense, and I'm sorry. But on TikTok, there are certain sides. In the summer, no, not really summer, but during quarantine, you had like frog TikTok, where it's just a lot of frogs. Or you have department store TikToks, where people are working at department stores, or people are in department stores, or stuff like that. It's basically all under this umbrella of alt TikTok. And they call it alt TikTok, and then they call it straight TikTok, which straight TikTok is like Charli D'Amelio, the Hype House, and all those kind of people. Nothing to be rude to either sides of TikTok, but there's just different certain sides, and usually it's just because of what you watch. Like, I watch a lot of rock type of content, people talking about rock music and classic rock, so I get a lot of videos or TikToks about that certain subject. It's just about what you listen to or what you like to watch. TikTok is going to give it to you. And certain sides of TikTok have certain trending songs. Like, oh my god, being on the alt side of TikTok, I keep hearing Falling in Reverse all the time. And I would say when I went through my emo phase in middle school, I was not a big Falling in Reverse fan. I will admit. I don't know why. I just never got into them. I only really like that one song that was with Andy Biersack and Rodney Racken. What is it? I think it's just Asshole. I think that's literally just the name of the song was Asshole. That's like the only song I really listened of Ronnie Radke's before. But his song, Good Girls, Bad Guys, I hear it all the time. Maybe it's just because of the TikToker Jay Strader, who makes that freaking sound. Like, he's a sound for every video, it feels like, for him. But I also hear the Drug in Me Is You. I hear that all the time on TikTok with the emo side, scene side of TikTok. Or sometimes Bad Girls Club. I heard that a few times, but not too many times. But I have heard it. And another person who, let me just say, kind of blew up because on TikTok. Not just because of this song, but because, oh my god, his voice is so low. It is so low. And that is Corpse. Corpse's song, E-Girls Are Ruining My Life, literally just blew up. Everybody was singing that beginning of the song, which is how the song go. Choke me like you hate me, cause you love me, low-key, wanna date me when you fuck me. Yeah, that song, if you've ever heard of it, that's Corpse. And he blew up on TikTok. Now, I knew him as the Among Us player, because I watched, like, Jacksepticeye, Basically I Do Work, Wildcat, Crank Gameplays, Markiplier, PewDiePie, all those kind of people, and then I just saw Corpse, and when he did talk, I'm like, what the heck? Did you go through, like, 2 puberties? Like, what the heck? How do you talk that low? And then when this song came out, I saw Corpse, I'm like, oh, it's just another person named Corpse. But then I found out it was the same dude. Like, what the hell? He seems so, like, nice and pure, even though his voice is so low. But on Among Us, he seems so pure. And then he sings this song. It's like, what the hell? But yeah, I probably would have never heard that song if it wasn't for TikTok. And being on that alt side of TikTok. Another person who I hear a lot, which I'm just a fan of, but his songs are all over alt TikTok. And it's because he is probably the king of alt in general, is Youngblood. I hear his song Cotton Candy and Mars, which is one of his newer releases that are out right now. But I hear that songs like all the time. I like to see people's creativity behind using either Cotton Candy's lyrics or Mars's lyrics because they're completely different songs. Cotton Candy is a nice, like, I love everybody kind of song. And then Mars is like, oh, time to get into the existential crisis and why I hate myself and why I wish I wasn't here. Like, that's a completely different type of feel to it all. But that's also on the alt side of TikTok. And of course she's going to be on every side of TikTok because she's just so popular with the alt kids and the not popular, it's kind of mean for me to say, but the mainstream kids is Billie Eilish. Like, when her song Therefore I Am came out, oh my, it seemed like there was 5 different types of trends just for one song. How does that happen? Oh yeah, it's called being very popular among everybody. But that song had, like, what? To say your own line and Therefore I Am. I did that. What is it? Because it's like, she's singing and then you sing your part with, stop. What the hell are you talking about? And then it just goes on. Like, it's just weird to think. And that's how you get, like, I don't know, it's just so intriguing that in this generation, there are different mainstreams. Even though, of course, the media is run by older folks, so they're not going to see the different types of mainstreams. But there is going to be a cult following, which I have quotation marks, since I really don't know what other word to use. But whether you like rock music or country music or pop music or rap music or hip-hop, R&B, indie, EDM, there's going to be a side for you on TikTok. Now, I'm only bringing up these certain artists and their songs because I am on that side of TikTok. Like, another artist who I wouldn't have listened to, like Falling in Reverse, but now I'm interested in listening to more because I keep hearing their songs, is Motionless in White. I am on Motionless in White TikTok, even though I've never sat down and listened to a full song of theirs. Should I now? Maybe, because holy crap, it's not that bad of music. But that's just how interesting it is. Me going through my emo phase, I don't think I would have listened to Motionless in White. Me now, who's a repressed emo, which I put heavy quotation marks on that too, wants to listen to Motionless in White. It's so weird to see how it influences us. Even though, like, we would be on that side of TikTok, you don't really actually like that stuff, but it's getting thrown at you, and now you want to like it. It's weird promotion. TikTok's algorithm is just, it's beautifully made. Even though it still has its struggles, but it's so much better than YouTube algorithm, because that went down the trash, what it seemed like after 2013? Maybe 2015? I don't remember. But TikTok just has to keep it up, because TikTok also is bringing back the oldies. They're making comebacks. Old songs from like the 2000s that should be gone, but like Promiscuous Girl, I love that song. I don't know why, but that's my jam. I hear it all the time on TikTok, and it's just so nice to get like nostalgic feels. Another song that's been popular very recently is Tricky by Run DMC, because of, what is it? I made a TikTok on it. It was the like choose your side. Like a lot of people did like your preferences towards who you like if you like the athletic type or the non-athletic type, if you like brown hair or blonde, and you would just choose what side you on. But that was the song that was played in the background, and that song started to trend. And that song, has been out since like the 90s? I don't even remember the release date, but it's making a comeback. And I feel like some people who, like, especially the younger kids, because I feel like I'm young, but then I remember there's like 14 and 10-year-olds on this app, and they probably never heard the song unless their parents have played it. And they're not going to be introduced to this. And I don't think YouTube really ever did that back in the day. I don't think it really brought in older music unless they were like reposting. Because what was it? In 2009, I think it was, a lot of old music videos were getting uploaded to the like app. Like, if you just look this up, if you look up some songs past 2009, you will see their music video is dated in 2009, because that's when a lot of music videos before that date were posted. It's actually, that's a very interesting thing to look into. I don't know why. It's interesting to me. But another person who's not really like too much of an oldie, but kind of is, and they're actually like on the app making TikToks, kind of like rebirthing their fame and going viral again, is Jason Derulo. Like, his song What You Say is popular again. Like, what was it, getting into early summer, all my friends would sing is What You Say, and I don't think they would have sang it if it wasn't popular on TikTok. But it's not just his music getting viral, he is viral. Like, have you seen his cooking videos with those sweets? Like, oh my god, if I would eat that, I would turn into Santa Claus. I would be the one delivering your presents on Christmas Day. Like, Jesus, man, calm down on the sugar. But, like, he's running the TikTok game, and it's helping him out in the long run because it's getting him back onto the scene. Now, if you don't want to, like, if you don't really think about that too much, watch the movie The American Meme, and DJ Khaled kind of talks about how the only way for him to stay relevant is to keep up with the social media gig. That's very interesting to actually think about, because I probably would have never really known of DJ Khaled if he wasn't such a social media type dude, if you get what I mean. I'm running out of words to even express towards that, but yeah. Another one is, this is such a pop punk icon, is Avril Lavigne's Girlfriend. Like, I hear that one all the time. It had actually a trend for the side profile thing, to see how good your side profile looks. But I know that song because it was that was like the, that's what is it? That's what white people get turned to, is Girlfriend by Avril Lavigne. But I don't think, like, younger kids would know that song, but now they're gonna know it just because of TikTok. Another one, which is only popular because of some amazing artist's cover, which Miley Cyrus covered, was Heart of Glass. We all know it because it's iconic. We're literally yelling at Miley Cyrus to come out with a rock album, which I think she is coming out with. But when we heard that, we were all, like, mind-blown. But then those real fans were like, hey, this is a cover of Blondie. you should listen to the original. And the original started to get popular and was getting infused with Miley Cyrus's cover for a trend. It's very interesting to see that. Another one is kind of popular because it was used in the movie with Timothy Chalamet. Everybody loves him. I don't really know why. I don't find him attractive at all. But if you know the movie Beautiful Boy, well, they kind of based that with, like, the song Beautiful Boy by John Legend, which is also popular. I think a lot of people do that with, like, their dogs, pets, kids and stuff. They use that sound. And that's an oldie. If you don't know who John Lennon. Oh, I need to get some sleep. But John Lennon, if you don't know who John Lennon is, then girl, do some research, because that man, he is a literal musical legend. And there are so many other songs, especially old songs, that have made comebacks. But one of what TikTok is also so good for is finding new artists. If you remember from the first episode, want to know how I found the artists on the rise, or should be on the rise? Was because of TikTok. TikTok has so many artists on the app. Artists who are looking for fans, who are looking for people to enjoy their music. And they're doing it right by going to TikTok, because TikTok is such a good place to promote yourself. And before we get into that little segment, I'm going to take a little coffee break. You can sit back and enjoy. Think about how your day has been. Has it been a good week, y'all? Kind of has been for me. The day I'm recording this, I am so hyped up on coffee right now. I sent out like 82 emails. I've been working on homework. I wrote up this outline right before I recorded. It's a very short outline, so I'm trying to drag this out so it isn't a short episode for y'all. But I am talking at probably too fast for y'all, because what is this? This is my 5th cup of coffee. Yeah, it's my 5th cup of coffee. And let me just say, I love my black coffee. Black coffee is the greatest. I hope you took a little water break or coffee break or some type of liquids break, because it's always good to stay hydrated. Now back to what we were talking about, which is new artists. Like I said, the artists on the rise, or should be on the rise, from last week's episode was The Scent. I found them because one of their TikToks popped up on my For You page, and I'm like, oh, they look very interesting. They remind me of the Struts. And when I found them on my For You page, their song was actually The Sound. So I listened to the song. Then I went to YouTube to listen to the song. Then I went to Spotify, listened to their whole EP, and I'm like, holy shit, this is good. I followed the band on TikTok, and now I'm just following them. And they're getting pretty big. When I first followed them, they were barely at 10K. And last time I checked, they may be at 30K. They were at 30K, but they might be at 40K at this point, even more. And they deserve it, because holy crap, their music is good. I keep listening to Don't Ask Me, because, oh, that bass line, man. Like I said in the last episode, bass lines get me. And that bass line, just beautiful, magnificent. Another person who's in a rock band, but I watch his, what would I say, his solo TikTok account, is Ross Magliocco? I'm so bad with last names. It's Ross, R-O-S-S, and then his last name is M-A-G-L-I-O-C-C-O. I'll have all these links to these guys' and girls' TikToks down below, so don't worry about trying to understand me, because sometimes I don't understand myself. But this dude, I love him so much. He inspired me to start making like top 10s, top 5s on my TikTok account, which I haven't made in a while, which I probably should. But he also was kind of the inspiration to do a music podcast and talk everything about music, because he talks everything music. And it's so interesting to see his perspective on music and what he likes and what influences him. But not only does he talk about music, but he's in a band himself. He's in the band Stone Nobles. He's the lead vocalist / rhythm guitarist, and he talks about and shows people how to play certain solos, riffs, and stuff on guitar. And he talks about his journey through music, even though he's never taken a vocal lesson before. It's very, very interesting. I love him. He's one of my favorite TikTokers. I always can't wait for a new video from him. And another artist that I totally forgot about that I follow on TikTok is at Jayden J Hammer, aka at Jayden Jayden J Hammer Hammer. Jayden Hammer, she sometimes makes me feel bi because holy crap, when she plays guitar, I am just captivated. I just want to keep watching her. She's so good at guitar. She gives such this gritty feel to even such poppy songs. Like, I feel like she can turn Here Comes the Sun into a metal anthem. That's how great she is at guitar. I cannot stop watching her videos. I will forever be captivated and mesmerized and hypnotized by whatever she does on that guitar. She could literally just bend the strings and I would be head over heels for her. No joke. She is in the band, by the way, ZIPPERMOUTH, and she's the guitarist for the band, of course. No, she's the drummer. But if she was the drummer, I would still think she would be amazing because holy crap, she has musical talent. The next person, which I totally forgot, like I said, I was following these people too, but I remember it's literally simple as this. I'm sidetracking for a little bit, but just bear with me. It's as simple as this. If you put your song and I find you on my For You page, I will simply follow you. It's the fact that TikTok is so accessible and the algorithm is so easy to get noticed, and that's why it's great for musical artists to put their music on TikTok, is because this band right here, at Bruvvy band, Bruvvy is Bruvvy, then band BAND. I literally found their song Other End. It was on a TikTok. It was used in the sound. And I listened to it. I'm like, this is so cool. This sounds so amazing. And I followed. It's as simple as that. And now, whenever they post something, I see it. And they get a following. It's so simple. But that's how you can just easily find new artists. It's so crazy. Like, what the hell? Another person, which I feel like you should have heard of her. She is like the robber plant, but in a 17-year-old girl from Florida. Her name is Gabriella Valdes. Her @ is GABRIELLA, then Valdes, VALDE, and then 3 S's at the end. She, I think, I don't know what song I first heard from her. I think it might have been Whole Lotta Love. I think it was a Led Zeppelin song. But I heard her singing, and she just literally sounds like Janis Joplin and Robert Plant had a baby. If that makes sense. That's what she sounds like. She's so incredibly good that it angers me how good she is. And I don't know if that's ever happened to you, wherever it's like somebody's so humble and they're really good at something, or they're just so really good that you want to hate them, but you can't. Yeah, she's one of those kind of things where it's just, I'm so captivated by whatever she does, just like with Jayden J Hammer. Like, it's just so crazy. And TikTok, just because TikTok blew her up, she got a record deal. She literally, I think she's working on her first debut album or debut EP. I don't know what she's making. I forgot. And she's also having like a live show of some sort. Like, you know how a lot of people during COVID are having like live shows. No audience though. It's going to be live stream on some type of platform like YouTube or TikTok or whatever. But that's the thing. She literally just sat down, sang in front of her phone, and now she's got a record deal. Can't that happen to me? Like, what the hell? I would love to get a record deal from just singing one song on TikTok and then blowing up, but I'm not that good enough to get blown up on TikTok like that, so I would have to do something else to get blown up for music. Yeah. The next person I found, she only has one song, I think, right now, but she keeps promoting it, but it's a freaking good song, and I see why she's promoting it. Her TikTok is @listen2rose, which is, I think you know how to spell rose and then listen to. But her song is Are You Tired? And oh, it's like this, how do I describe it? It's definitely emo, metalish. She kind of reminds me of probably like Evanescence and probably a little bit of Pierce the Veil. The fact that Pierce the Veil is probably one of her biggest influences in the music world. But oh, it's just so good of a song. She seems like such a kind-hearted person, and she literally keeps pushing, promoting. Like, you could tell that she really wants to make it, that she really cares about her music and what she has to create. So yeah, go listen to the song Are You Tired by Rose, because it's a great ass song. Next person, which they're not in a band or anything, but they do drum covers, and it's at Ty Drums. His name is Tyler Lacca. I don't even try, Katie. Just stop. He does covers from other drum songs, just other songs that he does the drum covers to. Katie, I've literally drank so much coffee that I don't even know if I'm speaking English at this point. Like, I'm just so wired up at this point. I'm so sorry for you guys listening to this episode. It is all over the place. Pray that episode 3 will be better. Maybe. I don't know. But Tyler, he is drums. Like, well, his visuals in his TikTok, for instance, is just crazy. I literally feel like I'm on acid watching him. But he's an amazing drummer, too. Like, holy shit. Well, not as good as Travis Barker. He's probably one of the best drummers out there in the world. But he is still great. I love him. He plays different genres of music, so he's enjoyable for everybody. And you can then also kind of dip your toes into different genres if you're kind of that, not a music snob, but very closed off in what you listen to. It's always good to kind of expand your music taste, y'all. Don't be afraid to. It's always good. Listen to something you haven't listened to. And getting on to the next person, who's also a small artist, is at Nottrip. If you want to know why, is because he has 6 P's at the end of trip. So it's not N-O-T. Then there's trip with the T-R-I-P. Then there's 6 P's at the end. Yeah. But Nottrip, I don't even know what his real name is, just Nottrip. He is in the Sunrose band. Which Sunrose, I think they had a song, what was it? Like Hollywood something. I don't know, but look it up. Look them up on YouTube. Sunrose band. I listened to the song. I just can't remember the name right now. I'm literally blanking, but it was such a good song. Another kind of, it's not giving me such like British rock vibes that The Scent gives you, like the Struts, but they kind of give you, not 2000s. It's still kind of unique. How do I say this? It's like if Avenged Sevenfold, along with Slash's new type of music, along with 6 a.m., smash that all together, and you got Sunrose Band. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. Also, I feel like I have to sneeze. Also, I do not have COVID, but I did take an allergy pill today, so that's good. But I really have to sneeze, and it's not fun right now. Anyways, next person on the list is at Boy Jr. or JR.69. That's their at, and the name is just Boy Jr. And they do have their own music out, but I know them because of their fun little mashup videos that they do. They take a artist song, and then we're like, if I think one is like if Billie Eilish's song Bad Guy was written by Tame Impala. It's probably not one of her videos, I can't remember, but that's what it was. And she would make a song and like kind of just remix it to sound like if Tame Impala made Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. And it's so unique. I love watching her videos. She works so hard on them. If you have the time, just like literally binge her videos. They are so amazing. And she's just a great artist in general. She's more of like on the indie scene. So if you don't like indie, but remember, it's always good to broaden your horizons in music. So go check her or them. Don't remember their pronouns, I'm so sorry. But go check them out. The second last person we are going to talk about, and if you are an emo person or a repressed emo, you have probably heard of him. He makes screamo trap music, which is so unique, but I love it. His name, or his at least, is at Kim Drac, or his name is Kim Dracula. He made the song Killdozer, which is like, I'm not even going to sing like him because I can't do it, but oh dear Lord, I listen to him and I'm just like, you look like you are a suppressed demon inside of you, and I love it. I swear I'm not this demonic, but oh my god, I just love it. He also did a cover of Put Your Records On, and oh, If you don't know what song I'm talking about, it's like, girl, put your records on, tell me your favorite song, go ahead, your hair down, I don't know. But it is just, I love him. He is so unique, so crazy. It's like if Marilyn Manson had a baby with Skrillex? Would that be a good example? I don't know. I don't know if people in the comments are going to hate me on trying to put those two and two together, but that's how it is. Anyways, before I start swooning over Kim Dracula, let's get to the last person. The last person is Jackson VC, or at Jackson VC. I don't know what his last name is, but his name is just Jackson. I know him because he does these weird poems, which is like, roses are red, violets are blue. You look like a piece of shit and smell like poo too, and then just dances or something. I just came up with that on the spot, so do not hate me, and he did not create that. But he does poems like that, but he's also in a band, if you didn't know. And his band is the Viper Club, and he's the lead vocalist, and he's actually really good. Like, the band is pretty good. I haven't really actually listened to the full song. I've only saw a TikTok, so, like, maybe after this podcast, I am going to sit down and listen to the song. But you should go check out Viper Club. They are kind of like Sunrose band, but a little bit more modern, indie-ish, kind of, I feel like. I feel like Sunrose band goes straight towards more of the, how do I say it, like, pure rock and roll, and Viper Club has more of a modern twist on it. But I can't say too sure because I only listened to the small little TikTok clip, but I'm kind of excited to actually delve into Viper Club a little bit more. And as we were talking about all of these amazing artists, small artists on the app who are starting to grow just because of having a TikTok following, older musicians are joining the scene. Now, as you know, or if you don't know, but you should know, I'm a big, big, big fan of Motley Crue. And it's so fun to see that Tommy Lee is on the app, along with his wife, Brittany Furlan. But Tommy Lee, it's just fun to watch his videos. He is such a child at heart. And it's so cool to see how these three joined the app. And the backstory is just cool. If you don't know these three, you need to go take a seat because it would be sad. Mick Fleetwood, Stevie Nicks, My Little Queen, and Lindsey Buckingham from Fleetwood Mac literally joined TikTok because their song Dreams re-hit the charts, trending out of nowhere because of at 420 Dogface 208 had that viral TikTok, and then it became a trend. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the dude who's drinking that cranberry juice from Ocean Spray while skateboarding down a road, and then you hear, now here you go again, you say, who wants your freedom? That song? That's Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac is one of my top 3 favorite bands along with Motley Crue. That song came out in 1973? 1972? 1975? Somewhere in the 70s, early 70s. And it literally hit the charts again because of how much it trended on TikTok. I think Ocean Spray, it was TikTok that made an ad based off of that trend. And then they put Mick Fleetwood because he was the first member of Fleetwood Mac to join TikTok and then did the trend. Then Stevie Nicks joined TikTok. And then she sang to the song because she literally sings Dreams. And then Lindsey Buckingham comes in. And I don't know if the other two are on TikTok yet. I haven't seen it yet. And if I haven't seen them on TikTok yet, I'm going to cry. But it's so weird to think that. And now other musicians, younger and older, join TikTok. We have Remington Leaf that I know for sure is on. He's from Palais Royale. He's the lead vocalist of Palais Royale. Well, Palais Royale because I love Palais Royale. Vic Fontes has just joined. He's also the lead vocalist and rhythm guitarist of Pierce the Veil. Machine Gun Kelly, Youngblood, Miley Cyrus. Billie Eilish just got on the app. I forgot what her... I think she had one of those users 0768902 kind of accounts. But I think she finally changed to Billie Eilish. But there are just so many artists on the app. Now, of course, all celebrities are on TikTok. It's just like how there's all these celebrities on Twitter, Instagram, and all these other places. But TikTok is just such a good way to promote yourself, especially if you are a musician. Because sounds are so big. And that's why I said at the beginning that sounds, are a big influence for musical artists on TikTok. Because sounds are music, and music is a sound. So it makes sense that music is popular in an app where sounds are popular. So, this episode, like I said, how much does social media, especially TikTok, as we talked about TikTok a lot, influence the music industry? Well, my final thoughts. TikTok, downright, is an amazing source for promoting music. You could hate TikTok all you want. You could think it's stupid or whatever. But in the end, if you want to make music and you have made music and you don't know how to promote yourself, make a freaking TikTok, post your song, try to make a freaking trend out of your song, or just make videos with your song. And you never know who's going to take it and make something out of it. That's why TikTok is just amazing. And in the end, it helps you find small artists from all over the world easier. Like, I would have not found that list of people that I talked about before if it wasn't because of TikTok. I would have never found the scent. And I really love their music. I listen to that EP of theirs all the time because it's so good. But I would have not found it if it wasn't for TikTok. Now, do I miss the older forms of how we got music? Yes. Now, I didn't talk about this, but a lot of people listen to music digitally because of those musical platforms that we have, like Spotify and all that. But do I miss how people don't go out and just buy CDs anymore? Yes. Like, I literally almost cried because I finally got my Tickets to My Downfall Machine Gun Kelly CD in the mail today. Like, I don't know what it is, but having a physical copy of an album just makes me happy. Like, it just puts more fulfillment into me than just listening to the album off of a social media platform. Do I wish that I lived in the time period where MTV was big? Yes. Totally yes. Because I could just see myself being a little kid sitting up in front of the TV and watching music videos after music video after music videos after music videos, and just seeing artists that are just like, oh, I like that song. Oh, that's a new song. Oh, that's such a cool music video. Like, I don't know. I feel like that'd be so much more cooler than trying to find new artists while looking through YouTube recommended. That's just me. Also, like I said, I love radio stations. I like the local feel of radio stations. But not many people like that. And this is totally off topic, but kind of not in the same way. But we didn't really talk about this. But this is food for thought. Does social media kill the live music scene? And that's my last final thought. Now, we didn't really talk about live music in this episode, but we did talk about social media. Now, social media, like I said, is so great for you getting your music out there and for listening to new artists and smaller artists. But back in the day, when people wanted to find small artists, you want to know what they did? They went to a nearby music venue and they saw whoever was playing that night. Do you see that happening now? No. I actually see a lot of music venues getting shut down or getting closed. Or you go to bars where they had music, like they have a little stage, but you don't see usually music artists performing there. Now, for me, that's sad. I would love to just go to a nearby music venue and listen to an artist, like somebody that's local. It's just not as common anymore as it was back in the day. Now, do people still go to the stadium shows? Do people still want to go see Shawn Mendes or Ed Sheeran or whoever else is popular at the moment? Yeah, people still go to those. But it's like you have to get popular off of social media first. And then you can start doing some touring and live music. We're just in a different generation. So I feel like the small little venue music type dealios is getting killed by social media. But live music as a whole isn't dead. But I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment about that. Does social media kill live music scenes? I want to hear your thoughts. Comment it down below. And that's it. You're done talking about how does social media... Oh, how much does social media, especially TikTok, influence the music industry? It's very interesting. Like I said, it's just very interesting to think that social media literally influences every little small move we take. Like, what the heck? Ah! Anyways, let's get this almost over. We're almost done. We gotta get through the birthdays, and we gotta get through, the release of the week, and then we gotta get through the artists on the rise, or should be on the rise, and all that, and then I'll let you guys go. You guys can do whatever you want after that. But anyways, birthdays this past week. On Monday, November 30th, Steve Aoki turns 43. Now, if you don't know who Steve Aoki is, he's a DJ. He's probably not as well known as you might think, but he is pretty well known-ish. Frank Gaio, it's an Italian last name. Don't judge me. Otherwise known as Crank That Frank on YouTube, turns 27. Now, people might not think he's a musical artist, but he did come out with the song Drowning. It's a very metalcore type song. So technically he is a musician. I'm pretty sure he's coming out with an album soon, or he has, but I haven't really been following up too much with him, but he is a great musician. And lastly, for birthdays on Monday, November 30th is Billy Idol, one of my idols, turns 65. Holy crap. Now, on Tuesday, November 1st, December 1st, we're in December, it's Christmas time, bitches. Tyler Joseph, aka the lead vocalist of 21 Pilots, turns 32. I do love Top. I do love their music. Janelle Monáe turns 35 on Tuesday, December 1st. Vance Joy turns 33. If you don't know who Vance Joy, he is lady running down to the riptide, taking away through the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. Yeah, he's that dude. Yolande Visser, member of Die Antwoord, turns 36. Now, if you don't know that band, they're really creepy. It's kind of like Marilyn Manson on acid. So, if you want to take that chance, take that chance. Another birthday on Tuesday, December 1st is Caleb Shomo, lead vocalist of Beartooth, turns 28. I'm so sorry I'm butchering these guys' names. I'm so bad with names, and I'm going to butcher this so bad because it's in Korean, South Korean. It's Chaeyeon Jong, vocalist of DIA, which is a K-pop band, or K-pop girl band. She turns 23. And lastly, this is a musician to my heart. You may not know her, but I know her. It's a special birthday. My mother turns 53. Love you, Mom. As we're done with the December 1st birthdays, let's get to Wednesday, December 2nd. And on that day, Juice WRLD would have been 22. R.I.P. man. Charlie Puth turns 29. And then we got our girl Britney Spears. B. Spears, oh my god, turns 39. And then Nelly Furtado turns 42. And if you don't know who Nelly Furtado is, it was a song I was singing way before in this episode, which is Promiscuous Girl, whatever you want, I got what you need, or something like that. I can't remember the lyrics. I'm just so hyped up on coffee right now. Okay. Thursday, December 3rd, we got Little Baby turns 26. The king of heavy metal, who birthed it from his own vocal cords, Ozzy Osbourne, turns 72. Katie. Yeah, after this, I'm taking a nap or going to bed. It's actually 8:59 right now, so it's almost 9 o'clock. And the last birthday on Thursday, December 3rd, is Andy Grammer, who turns 37. I must have actually read Andy Grammer's and did not read Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne is a 72. Andy Grammer's 37. Next one. Friday, December the 4th. Jay-Z turns 51. And Jin, I think that's how you pronounce his name. a vocalist of BTS, which is a boy band, K-pop boy band, turns 28. Saturday, December 5th, Conan Gray turns 22. Little Richard would have been 88. And a special birthday to one of my influences in the world, Walt Disney. If he would have been this old or lived this long, would have turned 119. 119! That's really old. I didn't think he would have been that old in this year, but yeah. Walt Disney. What a creative, imaginative man. And one of my influences to being creative. And lastly, for December 6th, on this Sunday that this episode is being posted, A Boogie with the Hoodie turns 25. And another special birthday. I don't know why I put this down as a special birthday, but with my Wisconsin pride, Giannis Antetokounmpo turns 26. And if you don't know who Giannis Antetokounmpo is, he is literally the god of the Bucks right now. And the Bucks is the Wisconsin basketball team. Go Bucks, bro. Now that we are done with birthdays, and remember, if I missed anybody's birthday, please, please, please comment down below who I missed and give them a little special shout out, because I don't know every musician in the world and I won't be able to know everybody's birthday. I try my hardest, y'all. So, yeah. Now we're going on to the new release of the week, which this actually came out on November 18th. So, yes, it's not really that new, and I'm sorry, but I have to talk about this because funny enough, I saw it on TikTok through an ad. And it's Man's World by MARINA. Now, way different from what I listened to, but holy crap, is it such a good song. I would say I'm technically a feminist in a way, but not a feminazi. I'm not that crazy. But this song is so interesting to listen to, not just because her vocals are just so unique and just so rich and low, and I love low singers because I myself am an alto. It's just so beautiful to listen to, but the lyrics too just sometimes make you want to sit back and be like, holy shit, that was deep. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, if you have the chance, go listen to her new song, Man's World, or just go listen to some of her music, because she is underrated. That's all I gotta say. She's underrated. Go listen to MARINA. MARINA. Remember, I will have her link for the new release of the week down below, along with the artist on the rise, or should be on the rise. We'll have their links down below, which is somebody I also found on TikTok, which I talked about before, was Stone Nobles, which is Ross's band. He's the lead vocalist of it. The reason I'm talking about them is because actually, throughout this week, I actually listened to one of their songs, which is Child of the Night. And when I listened to it, it was just so good. Production-wise, probably not the best, but it was literally just sounded like they started recording during one of their jam sessions. And it was just, it's a good damn song. Listen to the song if you like classic rock. Just take a listen. It's amazing. They should be on the rise for sure. If you like rock music, check them out. And like I said, their links will be down below. And the reason why I'm getting a bit more quieter, because we made it to the end. This episode is a little bit shorter. We're just about to get to an hour on this episode. And I'm so sorry with how unorganized I sound. I'm literally so hyped up on coffee that when I was typing out emails today, I literally felt my eyesight go like I was like, what am I even typing? Like, I need to, this is my last cup of coffee, even though I'm still drinking it at 9:04 p.m. I'm getting no sleep tonight. Oh god, this is so bad. But thank you if y'all have been listening till now, that you've been able to listen to me with my squirrely thoughts. Thank you. If you don't know, my social medias will be down below, with my TikTok, which is at katie.fritz. My Instagram and Twitter are the same, which is going to be I am Katie Fritz. That's my @ Please go follow me if you have not yet. I don't really use Twitter. I want to use it more, but not many people follow me, so I don't usually post on Twitter. Instagram, it's kind of dead right now. I'm waiting for one of my new releases, which you're going to have to wait for on the first day. First day is December 31st. and you'll see what my project is. You'll probably get a good idea after the first thing's released, but I'm so excited. But yeah, I love this project. I'm so happy that I'm still committed to it. I'm so excited to see where this may go in the future. I'm still working on the Spotify, guys. Don't worry. But don't worry, I will keep posting on YouTube because, like I said, I want to work on trying to getting a face cam. And like I said in the beginning of this episode, I would love to have guests. Some of my friends who are great musicians, I would love to have them on here. I'd love to actually have recording artists and talk to them. I like to just talk with people who love music, who may not be a musician themselves, but have a great idea of something in the music world. I would love to talk with. It's just, whether you feel like you are very educated in music or you feel like you know nothing about music and you just listen to whatever is out there, you are valid in the music world, man. Music is your own journey. Listen to what you like and then broaden the horizons. Take your steps how big or little you want them to take. That's all I gotta say. So thank you for watching, or well, technically listening to episode 2 of Museology, the study of our muse, with your host, Katie Fritz. Not this episode, but this podcast will be posted every Sunday. I want to try to do it earlier in the day, but I think maybe 12 p.m. works for people, noon Central Time. That's what I did the first episode with. So, yeah. Make sure you guys come back next Sunday to watch episode 3, whatever that may be. I don't know yet. We'll get there when we get there, y'all. Anyways, thank you all for listening. Thank you for supporting me. And I'll see y'all next Sunday. Bye-bye.